और अब आपको बराह रास्त लिए चलेंगे। पाकिस्तान और जर्मनी के वज़राए ख़ारजा की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जारी है।
Deepen our consultations on issues of peace and stability in the region and to work closely for the promotion of bilateral relations. Germany is the largest trading partner of Pakistan within the European Union and also the fifth largest export destination for Pakistan internationally. Germany is one of the few countries with which Pakistan has a positive trade balance. Last year, Pakistan's exports to Germany stood at $2.5 billion and imports from Germany were $1.3 billion. And Germany is the seventh largest foreign direct investor in Pakistan, with 35 German companies investing in Pakistan with a total investment of US dollars 380.5 million. Foreign Minister Baerbock and I discussed our bilateral ties, which completed 70 years in 2021. We are pleased at the exchange of a number of ministerial level visits, which gives an opportunity to review bilateral cooperation as well as exchange views on regional and global issues. We discussed ways to enhance our existing cooperation, particularly in the areas of trade and investment, climate change, defense, and people-to-people contact. We hope soon to inaugurate the Consulate General of Pakistan in Munich to facilitate our large Pakistani diaspora. We also had a detailed discussion on Afghanistan, emphasizing the grave humanitarian situation being faced by about 40 million Afghans. Pakistan's policy is clear. We support a peaceful and prosperous Afghanistan, contributing to stability and regional connectivity. It is our hope that the Afghan authorities would be responsive to the international community's expectations regarding inclusivity, respect for human rights for all Afghans, including women, and take effective actions against terrorism. For its part, the international community must be actively engaged in preventing a humanitarian crisis. We also believe that the release of Afghanistan's financial assets would be crucial in stabilizing the economy and giving it sustainability. This is all the more important as the world's attention and resources are currently focused on the Ukrainian crisis. It is essential that the people of Afghanistan also receive the world's attention. I assured the Foreign Minister of Pakistan's continued support to foreign governments, the EU and international organizations engaged in evacuation of their personnel from Afghanistan. We have facilitated the evacuation of over 90,000 people belonging to 24 countries and international organizations so far in the earlier phases. The ongoing conflict in the Ukraine was also discussed. Pakistan has continuously emphasized the principles of the United Nations Charter, including self-determination of peoples, non-use or threat of use of force, respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity of states, and peaceful settlement of disputes. Pakistan remains concerned about the well-being of the Ukrainian people. Reports of civilian casualties, massive outflow of refugees, and internally displacement of peoples are disturbing. In solidarity with the people of Ukraine, Pakistan has sent 4 plane loads of relief assistance, including medicine and food items. The Ukrainian conflict has shown how interlinked today's world is, as ramifications of a conflict on the European continent are being felt in Pakistan in the form of rising fuel and food prices. Since the conflict started, we have been in regular contact with the leadership of Ukraine and Russia, as well as the European Union and other European partners, urging continued dialogue and diplomacy in the pursuit of peace, we once again emphasize the indispensability of the immediate cessation of hostilities and constructive engagement. Pakistan fervently hopes that a solution would be found through dialogue and diplomacy at the earliest possible. We also discussed the continuing human rights violations in Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the rising tide of Islamophobia across India, and risks posed by the developments for regional as well as international peace and security. In the latest incidents, derogatory remarks made by two senior officials of India's ruling BJP party, but the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, deeply offended the sentiments not only of Muslims in Pakistan, Muslims within India, but Muslims across the world. And I emphasize that sustainable peace in South Asia remains contingent upon the peaceful resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant UNSC resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmiri people. Pakistan has close cooperations with Germany in a number of areas, and we desire to expand it further to other areas of mutual benefit of our two countries. I conclude by thanking the Foreign Minister for her visit, and I look forward to continuing to work with her towards regional peace and for further deepening our bilateral ties. I will now give the floor to the Foreign Minister of Germany.
Thank you very much, ladies